how on earth can you set a team up full of that many international players on that pitch, right? That many, a squad full of that much talent, and still not find the ability to beat a bunch of plumbers in the Eredivisie who are fourth in the Eredivisie, for goodness sake. You got all those players there, all that quality, £1 billion odd squad you've got right there, and you still can't find a flipping team to beat FC Twente, mate. For crying out loud. Come on, man. It's got to be better than this. We got to see better than this. This is poor. This is rubbish. This is rubbish. I'm sorry, this is rubbish. This is rubbish, guys. I can't accept that crap. I really can't. Honest to God, I backed this manager. I backed it all the way last season. Do you know what I mean? I sacrificed myself to back this manager. And this season, he needs to develop. He needs to prove it. And he's not doing it at the moment. I'm sorry he's not doing it. What's going on, everyone? I am Sal, Stretford Post. Good to see you. Good to see you. Nice to know you. Nice to know you. Nice. Welcome to Stretford Post. Welcome to Breaking Dawn. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. You absolute legends. I know it was a late one last night for me. I didn't go to sleep till about 1:30 a.m. at the end of the day. But I'm here with you, hustling it out, being the warrior that I am, of course, guys. I'm really pleased that you guys can come on board with me. Now, look, a lot was said last night. A lot was said last night in regards to the football match, of course. But before I get into that, please, guys, if you could kindly smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. That'd be absolutely fantastic. If you guys could do that for me, thank you so much. Really helps with the video, etc. Let me get through some of your comments first. Good morning, fan. Man United don't have a level to play in the UEFA Champions League. You have to play in the Europa League. Well. We're going to get a lot of those. Hello, everyone. I couldn't sleep. I feel really tired. I hope everyone is doing well. We're good now. We've seen you, Sanjay. Big up, Sanj. Sanjay, fan. Morning, guys. Morning, Grayo, you legend. Morning, Grayo, my friend. How you doing? Morning, Sal. Morning, Sunny. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, my mate. Players and manager responsible, or manager, both, in my opinion, both, Almac, both. It is multi-layered. There's more than one problem here. Morning, everyone. Morning, Brian. How you doing, mate? Hope you're doing well. Live at 7 a.m. Yes, live at 7 a.m. UK time. Absolutely UK time. I'm always live. 7 a.m. UK time, guys. Absolutely. Big up, everyone. Morning, I can't back this manager more. You never have backed him, Chow. Chow, if what you call the last few weeks backing a manager, I hate to know when you're not backing the manager. My goodness me. I don't think you have been backing him all this time, guys. Big up, Chow, though. He has all the players he wants and still doesn't know. Well, look, we got no excuses, Chow. Absolutely not, my friend. We got absolutely no excuses. We cannot run by any excuses anymore because I am starting to run out of them, if I'm being honest with you. I backed Erik ten Hag through thick and thin last season. I really did. I really hope that this season we'll see much better. Look, you know what? It is early in the season. I'm going to say this. I'm not going to be completely down on it. It is like 6 games into the season. So, you know what? We can give it the benefit of the doubt somewhat. But this is FC Twente, guys. For goodness sake, as I said on the video, we're drawing against a bunch of plumbers here. We're not drawing against Tottenham. We're not drawing against Arsenal. We're not drawing even against Napoli or Lazio. We're drawing against FC Twente, guys. The 4th team in the Eredivisie. Now, there's a Farmers League, and then there is a Farmers League, for crying out, you know what I mean? And Eredivisie is a proper, deep Farmers League, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Farmers League. At the end of the day, guys, that is what it is, if I'm being totally honest. But, guys, look, I'm not going to cry too much about it. I know it seems like I have. Let me just move this out. I know it seems like I have been crying a little bit in regards to it. I've been moaning and stuff like, yes, last night, I had to get off the stream in case I said something very, very naughty at the end of the day. But you know what? I'm going to try my best right now to give a diplomatic view on the game and give it a little bit of a spin if I can. Now, we have to look at the basics here. What went wrong in regards to the match? What happened in regards to the match? Now, was it the players? Was it the manager? Was it the coaches? Was it the ground? Was it the fans? You know, and as everything in life, it is multi-layered. We can't just blame it on one thing, of course, guys. No matter what team we put out there, no matter what substitutes we put out there, we should have been capable of beating FC Twente last night. And that is the bottom line. We should have been capable. Now, is that the manager's fault? It could be. And I'll give you why. Because basically, when we play football, especially at Old Trafford, under the lights in Europe, is all about pace. It's all about pace. It's all about crisp passing, one-touch passing, getting the ball up the field quickly as possible, using the wing to get at your fullbacks. You know what I mean? We picked a team that was slow, pedestrian, standing still on the ball again, not moving the ball quick enough. Giving FC Twente a chance to just reorganize and let them come. Like, do you know what I mean? If you're slow, you're gonna give the opposition a chance to plan and organize. No, that look, some people say, oh, he does that so that the opposition comes at them and he pushes up. Nah, because most teams are not that stupid. They will sit back. Now, it's up to us to find a way to break that. Now, the way to break that is fast, quick, aggressive football. Rock and roll football, as Jurgen Klopp used to say. And I don't even like comparing anything to what Liverpool do, of course. But rock and roll football, so to speak. Get that ball, pass it, one touch on the wing, crossing that ball into the box, creating danger after danger after danger. Don't give FC Twente a chance to even breathe. That's what we need to do. We can't even give them a chance to breathe. We have to keep at them. That's what we used to do in Europe, especially under the lights, guys. Now, this isn't a European powerhouse that we're talking about. This is the fourth best team in Holland right now, of course. Yes, they've had a good result at the weekend against Almere, probably the equivalent of a National League team in England. No disrespect, but it is. You know, look, we can cope with draws against certain teams that you say that are good teams, professional teams, teams that are going to be up there at the end of the season. But when it comes to teams that most teams who are classed as elite in Europe would dismantle with ease, guys. Would dismantle with ease. Now, my opinion of the game, the team selection was wrong, in my opinion. I don't think Xerxes works well. I think he's a number 10. He's a false number 9, should I say. He's a false number 9 just in front of this, just behind the striker. I would love to see Rasmus up front with Xerxes behind the striker. That's what I want to see. I want to see a double pivot or Casemiro and Ugarte. That's what I want to see yesterday. But no, we saw the same old rubbish. I know that Eriksen scored a goal. But if we look at the bigger picture, we were not controlling the game. We couldn't control the game because we had no legs. Now, if we had legs in that midfield, we probably would have won the game quite comfortably. If we had Rasmus up front, we probably would have won the game quite comfortably. Why wasn't Anthony playing Ahmad again and again and again? That's not how you nurture talent. That's not how you bring talent through, guys, in my opinion. You know, let me know what you guys think. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you, everyone who's joined me this today. Of course, good morning. Good morning, Kazi. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Greg, big up, Kazi. Sanjay, hit the like button, folks. Thank you so much. Hit the like and don't forget to subscribe, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe. You absolute legends. Afternoon Sal, all around the combination. It's everything. The manager, the players, the captain, people are turning on. Our skipper more than every day, but we can't score. What is Rude doing then? Rude can't do anything on his own, Trizzy. If I'm being totally honest with you, mate, Rude can't do anything on his own. He doesn't have the power to do everything on his own, guys. Of course, he doesn't have that authority to do everything on his own. But what I would say, you said a couple of good points there, was our captain. And this is what I'm going to bring on swiftly to, is our captain. Now, lots of people will say that our captain, you know what, give him a chance. You know, it's not all him. What do you want him to do? Who else can play? You know, this, that, and the other. Now, look. Our captain has not been performing for a very long time. Our captain is not influencing the team the way he should be influencing the team. What he does good is far, far less than what he does bad at the end of the day. Now, Bruno is a fantastic player, has been a great signing for Manchester United over the years, but we have to call it quits now. Look, that guy is a good player, but that guy needs to be on the bench. That guy needs to be on the bench. I love Bruno, of course. He's a great player. You know, he's been a very important player for Man United at the end of the day. But, you know, sometimes we have to leave good players on the bench. Alex Ferguson left Rooney on the bench. He's left Ronaldo on the bench. He's left Rio Ferdinand on the bench. He's left legends of this game on the bench. Legends of this club on the bench. And that's what we need to do. No one is invincible. So why are we forcing it? Why are we forcing it? Ahmad's a young player. Don't play him every single game. Play Anthony. What's wrong with Anthony? What is going on with Anthony? David, his subs are terrible. The opposition plays better than us at Old Trafford. FC played better than us. They did. in all honesty, until we made some substitutions, they did play better than us, guys. If I'm being totally honest, they look more control of the ball. They look quicker. They had more energy. They look fitter. Why is that? Why is that? And that's what I want to know at the end of the day, guys. That team picked should have won easily. We could have rested Bruno and given Mount 50 minutes. Anthony should have played. The manager is borrowed time. You know what? He's doing it to himself, Drizzy. He's doing it to himself. You know, at the end of the day, everything we say, listen, sometimes our fans are not right, but a lot of the times they are right, you know. And we call things because we believe it. And we've seen a lot of football. We've consumed a lot of football over our life, especially Manchester United. And you know what? Carry on playing, carry on doing the same thing over again, expecting different results. It's insanity at the end of the day, guys. It is insanity. And we have to do better, guys. We have to, and that includes the manager. Now, for the first time I've seen in a very long time, Ten Hag blamed himself. He blamed himself for it. Fair play. He did blame himself. Yeah, and he should at the end of the day, because I'm tired of seeing the same team. I'm tired of seeing the same players play. Listen, look, I know that Eriksen scored a goal yesterday. To be honest with you, we should have scored 3, 4, 5 goals against FC Twente yesterday. I know he scored a goal yesterday. Don't get me wrong. But that guy's finished. On the elite level, that guy is finished, in my opinion. Not only him, like Maguire had a stinker. He was all over the place. It was a mess at the end of the day. Leacher, again, was too slow on the ball, passing out from the ball. It's like we were clueless, you know? Dalot was out of position a couple of times, you know, wasn't ready, kept giving the ball away. We kept giving the ball away. But who did play well at the end of the day? And that's what we need to look at. Big up Grayo, big up Sal. Do you have Bruno statistics from last night? I don't know. I will bring it up for Chatterbox later on, definitely. But I will definitely gave the ball away a number of times. Of course, he gave the ball away more times than any other player last season, so that cannot be ignored. It cannot be ignored. People will argue that he's trying things. He's trying things. You don't give away the ball. If you're a good player, you don't give away a ball that much, guys. Absolutely not. Rashford first half, Garnacho second half, only decent performance. Rashford is good in snippets. In my opinion, he did better than. He's one of the better players. But Garnacho came on and caused havoc. He was brilliant when he came on. Uchichi, good morning, Mr. Sal. Good morning, Uchichi. How you feeling? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope everything is good with you. Irfan, I say Bruno is not more than the level of Man United. He played good 2 years ago over Man United, Bruno Newcastle. So basically, he gets a new contract and he plays very well, of course. Yeah, I understand what you mean, Irfan. Yeah, he hasn't played well for a while, if I'm being totally honest with you. It has been a while since he's played. And it's up to Erik Ten Hag to drop the players that deserve to be dropped, if we're being totally honest, guys. What the hell? United again, this time playing trash. What is he doing? What are United doing? United are just playing like this for years, mate. Years. It's about time we had a decent football team, is it now? GK, how you doing, my friend? Hope everything is good with you. Thank you for joining the stream. Bro, we need to see him forwards like Real Madrid in Man United to strengthen our core midfielders and solve 70% of the issue. Absolutely. Yeah, we do. We need more quality. We need people who can keep the ball. We need people who can bring that ball forward, of course. We cannot rely on Mainu all the time. Mainu obviously came on yesterday, didn't particularly play well when he came on, gave the ball away as well. It's like it's contagious, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? We do need more on there. We need more quality, of course. I hate to say it, but Arsenal won 5 against Bolton with a group of kids yesterday. That's Bolton, though, the League One. My local team, Leyton Orient, beat Bolton with a group of cleaners and shop workers. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really matter. They're not going to compare it with that. Man United beat Barnsley 7-0. Ain't Barnsley ahead of Bolton in the league? You know what I mean? It's not the players' fault. The manager chooses to pick the lineup, playing and the players out of position. It's not only that, mate. It's not just cars. It's not just about players playing out of position. The simple things are being done wrong. The simple things, passing the ball, keeping the ball, not giving the ball away. Let's not forget, we are playing against the team who are 4th in the Eredivisie. You know, the Farmers. Am I back? Yeah, probably the worst league in Europe out of the elite leagues, of course, which is the Eredivisie, of course, guys. Let's be honest. Let's not be fake fans. We are atrocious. We need to change right now. Absolutely, we need change all round, though, David. Absolutely. Erik Ten Hag has no future United, I must say. Chichi, let's give it time. Look, I'm not going to start calling Erik Ten Hag's head. That's not what I do at the end of the day after 6 games. I said I'm going to give it till Christmas, and thou shall be the situation that I will do. I will give it till Christmas, my peeps. Absolutely, that's what I'm going to do. Grayo. So I agree with you 100% regarding Bruno. He's been our worst player all season, and why Eric does picking him and dumbfounds me. And I bet he'll be starting against Spurs on Sunday. Absolutely, he'll be starting on Spurs on Sunday, Gro. Absolutely, my friend. At the end of the day, look, even Sir Alex Ferguson, the great Sir Alex Ferguson, if you were not playing well, you would get hooked. You would get hooked one time. He wouldn't even think about substituting you. He substituted proven serial winner, Sir Alex Ferguson. Why can't we substitute Bruno Fernandes? Do you know what I mean? Who's not a serial winner? Let's be totally honest, of course. Ten Hag play big game player like Rashford, Bruno, Onana, Martinez play on the same time. 10 have to go. Look, do you know what? This is exactly what it is, fan. These players should have won the game yesterday, regardless what the team selection was. You know what I mean? These players should have won the game on their own, to be honest with you. They were good enough to beat FC Twente. I beg you to name one FC Twente player, of course. Giving time and leftovers are about being stolen too. United is a complete mess. Yeah, we got to give it to at least, I think, 10 games into the season. And let's measure where we are after that, Achichi. Of course, we've got Aston Villa and Spurs coming up thick and fast. We've also got FC Porto coming up thick and fast. So, you know what? We can make an accurate determination of his contract then after those games, because it's going to be a rocky ride. I've got a feeling. I'm on Ten Hag. It's not the level of Man United have to go all time. Bruno play. Yeah, absolutely. I remember when we used to have academy cares for cup games. Now under the teams we are doing it, we are looking atrocious. Sack him now. We are Man United. Go Man United. Let's not overreact, guys. Let's not overreact. At the end of the day, look, you know what? He has to get it right, and he has to get it right pretty quickly. And I'm going to give him until probably after the Porto game, after the Villa game, and after the Spurs game. I'm going to determine where we are. After those games, guys, I'm going to give my judgment of where we are in the league, guys, and then I'm going to make my decision. It might be before Christmas, of course, guys. That was a good goal from the 20-year-old player. From the FC Twente player. Onana gave him a good chance. He gave him a good chance to bury it in that corner. He gave him a good enough space to do it. Absolutely. Yeah, so you know what, guys, it's disappointing. We're all disappointed. You know what I mean? We're all disappointed in regards to the result yesterday. But one thing we must not do is get a little bit carried away. It's only 6 games into the season. We do not play FC Twente away. Of course, in this new format, which I don't agree with in the Europa League, we're not playing FC Twente away. We are playing Porto away, which in theory is going to be a much more difficult game. Probably we might do better away from home. Who knows? We might do, but we have to get in the top 8 of that league, and then I think that the other 16 teams go into a playoff. If we get into the top 8 of that league, you know what? Good, we go through. But if we don't get into the top 8 of the Europa League, I mean, it's atrocious, to be honest with you. Now it's looking like pressure against Porto now. Now all eyes are on us. We have to win that game against Porto. Put pressure on us. I know Man United Spurs, a very hard game for Man United to win. It's going to be a hard game for Man United to win, as with everything. We seem to make every single game a hard game, fan. Not just Spurs, not just Arsenal, not just City. In fact, we seem to do better against Manchester City and teams like that than the likes of FC Twente and Brighton and Palace, of course, guys. Player ratings, Almac. I'm going to give it straight off the bat. I'm going to give my player ratings. Let me just go here. Right. Let me know if you agree with these player ratings, guys. I'm going to give it off the bat. I'm going to look at the screen, guys, and I'm going to let me know what you think about these player ratings, if I may. Of course, I haven't got the team up there, unfortunately, but let me just go through these player ratings for you, and I'll go through the team and stuff like that. Now, Onana, for me, he would get a 5. For the goal, he left him an open space. Definitely left him an open space. Sorry, I got no graphics. I went to bed at 1 o'clock last night. It's very difficult to, you know what I mean, do these things when you're in the Middle East, of course, being hours ahead. I give Onana a 5 out of memory. I give him a 5. I felt that he gave the goal too much space in the goal for the goal to be scored. In regards to the left back, which was Dalot, I'll give him a 5. Don't think he did anything right, to be honest with you. Gave the ball away a number of times as well. Felt he was average, very average. In regards to Licha, a 5 was rubbish, slow, pedestrian, standing on the ball. Nothing special. Was a 5, very average 5. Maguire, I'll give him a 5 as well. Very average, standing on the ball, slow, not bringing the ball out. Coming up for a couple of corners, but looked out of place and didn't look match fit, if I'm being honest. Masrura, I'll give a 6. I thought he was one of the better players in that team. If I'm being totally honest, he was one of the better players, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I'll give him a 6. Looks very composed, even in a team that was playing poorly, of course. Ericsson, first half, because of the goal, I give him a 6.5. I felt he did well in the first half, but his legs died out. And that's what happens when you've got a player whose legs are dying. He's very slow. Do you know what I mean? And we need to find a different alternative to Ericsson because we cannot keep playing Ericsson every single game. We're going to wear the player out, of course. Ugarte, if I'm being totally honest, I'll give him a 6. Did well, some good touches. Gave the ball away a lot of times, but it was his first start, of course. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He did make some good challenges. He did make some good movements in the game. But yeah, I'll give him a very average 6 if I'm being honest with you. Ahmad, I give a 5. Didn't think he did very well yesterday. Went missing. Didn't create much. Didn't run much. Didn't cross much. Needs to do a lot better if he wants to be a mainstay in that football team. You're playing on the right of midfield for Manchester United. You should be doing a lot more in regards to playing on that right side. Look at the legends before you, my friend. Look at the legends before you. In regard to Bruno, I'm going to give Bruno a 3. Bruno was one of the worst performances I've seen in a very, very long time. Poor performance, giving the ball away. Looked like a League One player. In fact, I bet you that League One players would have put in a better performance than yesterday. Was absolutely atrocious, in my opinion. Absolutely poor, especially for a captain to be playing like that. It's absolutely atrocious. In regards to Rashford, I'll give him a 6. Did well in the first half. Had a little bit of skill there, which was magnificent. Little piece of skill, almost created a goal. Did okay in the first half, but in the second half, faded away. Was average in the second half. So that's why I go by. Xerxes, again, I thought he was good, decent. 6.5 in my opinion. And for me, probably the man of the match of the game. Gave some nice little touches there, little intricate touches, but still not good enough in my opinion. 6.5 for Xerxes. Would love to see him up front against Rasmus. Rasmus, when he came on, didn't do nothing. I'll give him a 4. Didn't really do anything when he came on the pitch. As did Mason Mount. I'll give him a 4 as well. Didn't do nothing when he came on the pitch, guys. Was a bit poor at the end of the day. Wasn't that good, if I'm being totally honest with you. Have I missed anyone out? Let me know, guys. Let me know. Absolutely, let me know, guys. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at these player rates. Yeah, Sal. Grayo, Sal, with the quality of players we had last night and looking like a Sunday league, surely they are only doing what Ten Hag has told them to. In-game management is non-existent. Mate, you know what? I would put that in regards. A good point, Grayo. But what I would do is say that regardless of the manager, we should be beating FC Twente. If this was a Premier League side, I would say, yeah, that's true. You know what? In-game managing that, we should be beating FC Twente. FC Twente are 4th in the Eredivisie. For goodness sake, they probably lose to a championship team. You know what I mean? We should be beating them, regardless in-game management, regardless of anything. Those players should be capable of beating FC Twente. We weren't creating nothing yesterday. We weren't fast on the ball, of course. We weren't crisp. Yes, the manager does take blame for that because he needs to tell these players, get up the pitch, move the ball quicker. I'm seeing slow movements again at the back. I'm seeing passing back and forwards, dilly-dallying on the ball, and it's not good enough, in my opinion. It's not just working. Ten Hag is not making any rumors of how he plays. The guy is not a Premier League elite manager. You know what? He's going to, if he carries on making these decisions at Chichi, you know what? We know what's going to happen, but he doesn't need me to tell him that, does he? Onana, Maguire, Lindelof, Anthony, Rashford, and Bruno Shaw all need to be sold in the next 2 years. I absolutely agree, my friend. Absolutely, Chow. Every single one of them I agree with. Absolutely. Spurs and Aston Villa is better than team in the EPL. Yeah, they are. They are. Aston Villa are brilliant. The way they play football. Emery's a fantastic manager, very underrated. We need to lower our expectations for the season. The point talking about top 4 or winning the Premier League, Europa League. At the end of the day, we cannot lower our expectations. We are Manchester United, my friend. People die for this football club to be where we are today. Do you know what I mean? To be in the European competition at the end of the day. We don't piss on the European competition and say that we're not good enough and lower expectations. No, this is not how it works, Brian, my friend. It's not how it works. We have expectations. We've got a 500, 600 million pound squad there. We should be able to beat FC Twente. We should not lower our expectations on not beating FC Twente. I'm never going to lower my expectation at Manchester United. Never. You know, and I've been supporting the club nearly 40 years. You know, and I've never lowered my expectations of the football club. You know what I mean? That is insulting to the players before them, the 90s, the 80s. That's insulting for them because at the end of the day, this is FC Twente, mate. Where would FC Twente finish in the Premier League? They'll get relegated. They'll get relegated. Let's be honest. Aston Villa is a better team than Man United. Aston Villa have a system. They have a way of playing, which is good. Less pressure at Aston Villa, fan. Let's not forget there is less pressure, significantly less pressure at Aston Villa. The Man United shirt is very heavy as opposed to Aston Villa, of course, guys. 5 is too high. 5 for who, my friend? 5 who? 4.5 for 4.5. Who's that, mate? Who's that? Who for, Sanjay? Soccer is about football, not soccer. It's about winning, not it's about if Eric Ten Hag is not doing a good job. We're waiting for December. We might get relegated at this rate. We're not going to get relegated, David. And at the end of the day, when a new manager comes in, he's going to have Eric Ten Hag players, isn't he? Imran Bashir, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to have you here, my friend. Good to see you. We have to blame Ten Hag for not the players. Mate, you have to blame. It's multi-layered. At the end of the day, you have to blame both. Mate, football's not that simple. Football's not just decided on the manager. It's also decided on the footballers on the pitch. We played FC Twente yesterday. FC Twente are fourth in the Eredivisie, my friend. Then we should be defeating them regardless of tactics, regardless of the players we had on the pitch. We had a £500 million team there. We should be going forward and scoring goals. You know, at the end of the day. No, Eric Ten Hag is not exempt from criticism. Of course he is. He's partly to blame, but it's both. Hello, say big up halftime. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well, my legend. Thank you. Xerxes was crap. Xerxes was all right, I felt. I really want to see him in that false number 9 position. I don't think he's a striker, Brian, if I'm being honest. We was the worst team in the league who's worse than United. They all have a better styles of playing. You know what? Things are going to change. David, you know what? He doesn't need us to tell him. You know what's going to happen if we don't get the results, David. We know what's going to happen. You know what? I made my point pretty clear last night about what I felt. Garnacho, Garnacho, I felt was brilliant when he came on. I give him a 6.5. I felt he gave us a lot of energy. I felt he created a lot more yesterday, Grayo. I felt that he, you know what, like I said, he's more dangerous than Rashford, in my opinion. No matter if he starts, no matter if he comes on the bench, he's more dangerous, if I'm being honest. To be honest, to 20, all their players probably thought if they had a decent game, Ten Hag will sign them. Yeah, goodness me, probably will. They're Dutch. You know what? There was too much sentiments going on in that press conference the other day. There were too many FC Twente sentiments, too much niceties going on in regards to it. We're here to play a football match. This is not this is your life at the end of the day. And I wasn't happy about that, to be honest with you. We need to go out there, win the game, and then give the sentiments to Twente. Don't start giving a bloody life story about your time at FC Twente, how much you loved FC Twente in a press conference. Don't do that, because win the game first, then do what you want. We've been crap for 11 years. Absolutely, Brian. Absolutely. Look, Brian, at the end of the day, this is going to take time. It's going to take more time than I thought it would take. It is going to take more time than I thought it would take. But the key for me, I'm not Ten Hag out. I'm not. And at the end of the day, I think this can be fixed. I think Ten Hag is a good manager. I do. I think that he is a bit stubborn. I think he needs to learn from his mistakes. Every manager makes mistakes. Let's not forget. Otherwise, Arteta will be winning trophies left, right, and centre. I mean, he hasn't won one, has he? He won it with an Emery team at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, look, we have to give it a chance. I said I'm going to give it till Christmas, Brian. You said to the end of the season. Let's see how it goes. But let's not be knee-jerk reaction, guys. Let's not be knee-jerk reaction. Every time I don't know how to make saves, he does consult his assistants. I don't think so, because if he does, Van Nistelrooy will make attacking subs. Substitutes were poor yesterday, David. Absolutely. I would have brought off Bruno. I thought Bruno was having a very poor game. It's inexcusable for a United team to go all out for any European trophy, any coach or player that doesn't make a mockery of the foundations of the club. Absolutely. It's inexcusable to lower our standards, Bartha. We cannot lower our standards at Manchester United. This is our bread and butter. What will Real Madrid do? What will Barcelona do? What will these teams do? We are on par with them in regards to our history. Do you know what I mean? We have the most beautiful history in football. And you know what? I'll never lower our expectations, ever, especially in Europe. Emery is a better coach than Ten Hag. Give Emery the boys we have and see wonders he go. Do you know what? I would love to see Emery at Manchester United. I would love to see Nagelsmann at Man United. Hansi Flick is doing a fantastic job at Barcelona. But at the end of the day, look, we got Ten Hag, and let's see, guys. 75 watchers. So, guys, hit the like button, subscribe buttons. Thank you so much, Gary. Thank you so much, my mate. Hope you're feeling better today. Hope you're feeling good. All 11 players are, they're all right. Afro Soup, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you, mate. 1 win in 9 European matches. Things are falling apart. The centre can not hold. I love Ten Hag, but he is for real. Afro Soup, do you know what I mean? I was on the edge yesterday, my friend. I was on the brink yesterday. I had to go offline because otherwise I'm going to say something that I regret. And I don't want to say anything I regret, but I was frustrated yesterday, annoyed yesterday. It was not good enough. 10 likes, guys. Let's get to 20 likes. Can we get to 20 likes before the end of the show, guys? If we can, please. Big up, everyone. Ten Hag out now. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. Ten Hag out now. Not for me at the moment. That for you. Not at all for me. Thank you. Thank you for your comment. No. Do you think passing on Rabiot was a mistake? No. We need different. We need younger. Look, at the end of the day, what would have harmed playing a couple of youngsters in that team yesterday? Absolutely not. Man United is crap at the moment. Can't even compete with Brighton, Aston Villa, Tottenham, and even Fulham. Let's see. We beat Fulham. Let's see, and let's wait and see what happens, guys. It is still early days, of course. I blame the players, not Ten Hag. Brian, yeah, you know what? This is what I was saying, right? It is partly to blame with Ten Hag, but you have to put blame on the players as well. Because no matter what tactics you put out there, we should be capable of beating FC bloody Twente, for goodness sake. We should be, without a manager. You know what I mean? There's League One sides and Championship sides who can beat them. The players were slow, pedestrian, not creating, looked nervous, didn't want to shoot. Why don't we shoot anymore? You know what I mean? Can anyone tell me what the system we play? Because I could see FC Twente system and their positions. Our players run all over the pitch. No system, no position, no stats from the coach. Do you know what? At the end of the day, we had the style of play against Crystal Palace. We played it pretty well. We just didn't put the ball in the back of the net. And yesterday, we didn't put the ball in the back of the net. We looked a lot better when Garnacho came on, of course. But yesterday, as I said, we are better when Garnacho is on the pitch, of course, guys. But our system is there to see. It's just that you don't like the system, of course. But I just believe that it's not working at the moment. And we have to try something different, if I'm being totally honest with you. We have to try and keep it back to basics and try and play the Man United way. We're overcomplicating things. We're thinking about passing too much. We're passing too slow, out from the back, passing from the back. You know what I mean? The interchange between the midfielders and stuff. We're not getting it on the wing. We're going straight down the middle. We're very narrow. We're not using the wing enough, in my opinion, as well. And we're not crossing the ball enough as well, guys. Ten Hag ain't a good manager for Man United. We'll have to wait and see. Time will tell. I was there when everyone was calling for Sir Alex Ferguson's head. I was right there, mate. I was right there. Zayad, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining Stretford Post. Reminder, certain people wrote letters to the board demanding that they kept this fraud. Zayad, a reminder, I did not write this letter. So I don't know why you're saying that, my friend. He won 2 trophies. Yeah, he won 2 trophies for this football club. And he deserved another opportunity. Then he deserved another opportunity because he won 2 trophies with the club. He had 60-odd injuries last season, right? I know you want to ignore it. As a fan of, I don't know, you probably was about 20 years before you were born, before you started supporting Man United. I started supporting Man United. So you wouldn't know about our history and our heritage. So basically what I would say to you is this, right? You're talking about this letter, right? You're talking about this letter. You guys, you kissed the backside of Sancho. You know what I mean? So what are you talking about? Like whoever wrote that letter, whoever did write that letter, whether I retweeted that letter or didn't retweet that letter, at the end of the day, my friend, right? If you want to come on this channel and have a little chat about football and the history of Manchester United, you know what I mean? You're perfectly welcome to do that. Because in my experience, you wouldn't come close to me in ball knowledge. None of you, none of those overweight clowns in the fan channels, none of them. You wouldn't, mate. So my opinion to you would be, listen, we drew the game. It's still early days. It's 6 games into the season, mate. We are not 16 games into the season. We're not 26 games into the season. We're 26 games into the season, right? Now, using sarcastic, hypothetical history that you're bringing on to me, it just shows a lack of intelligence, mate. Come up with a constructive argument on why, on when. We haven't been good for 10 years, my friend. We haven't been good for 10 years. What are you going to do about that, Zayed? What are you going to do about that, my friend? But thank you for joining me. Thank you for the comment. Don't mind. Ten Hag lost 7-0. Yeah, we know that, Irfan. Irfan, you don't need to remind us that we lost 7-0 to Liverpool, my friend. You don't need to say that, mate. Stop saying 7-0. If you say that one more time, Irfan, I'm not going to have you on this stream anymore. You said that 100 times, my friend. Eriksen is not 90 minutes. Absolutely, I agree with that, Zizou. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Absolutely, I agree with that. How can you blame the players? Ten Hag sexuals are running out of excuses. Mate, I'm a married man. There's no Ten Hag sexuals in this thing. I'm calling the game how it is. It's the players and the manager. Any player, any team that put any team that Erik Ten Hag put out there yesterday should have been able to beat FC Twente. They don't need to keep it tiki-taka and think about it too much. They should have been able to beat FC Twente, my friend. FC Twente. I'd rather be like Jadnian. I'd rather support the manager, support my football club than celebrate when we lose to Liverpool, my friend. No, it's not great. And Erik Ten Hag will get sacked if he doesn't get the results. I'll support the next manager who comes in. That's the way it goes, my friend. But at least I don't celebrate when Liverpool score. You know what I mean? What kind of Man United fan are you? You know what I mean? At least I don't celebrate petty little children on Twitter talking about the manager and the football team and the club and the fans, disrespecting them and accept it. You know what I mean? Because it's part of the culture, bruv. Get out of here, man. Blood clot. Absolutely. I think we've seen address same issues this year, which is a promising. The real issue is the team and goals and goal forwards gear up. Absolutely, bath time. An intelligent comment. Absolute intelligent comment, my friend. Ineos gave Berguhusen guy 180. Gave Bihuga, mate. I don't understand what you're saying, mate. Eric Ten Hag is doing better in his first season. Why are they going backwards? Exactly. That is the question, of course. That is Uchichi, that's your decision. I respect that. Everyone can be. It's a democracy at the end of the day. If you feel like that, you go for it, my friend. Listen, this is not about being Ten Hag in. This is not about being Ten Hag out for me. I'm Manchester United in. Manchester United. Now, yesterday, if you watched my stream, I was extremely angry. I was annoyed. I'm still to this moment very angry, guys. Very annoyed. But what we don't need is self-righteous, egotistical people coming on the stream talking about things that happened last year in regards to Ineos, in regards to the board, when they were made to look stupid last season because he did defeat Manchester City in the FA Cup final, right? And their ego has been dented at the end of the day, right? People who just do this for a living and don't do nothing else because they can't do nothing or they've got no talent. Now, at the end of the day, look, you can have your opinion. You could be Ten Hag out, Ten Hag in. That is your prerogative. That is you. Yeah, fair play. Democracy. At the end of the day, we want what's best for Man United. That's all we want at the end of the day. That is what it's all about, my friends. That is what it's all about. In this case, 103 new coaches. No one can say he's not been backed. Zayed, no one can say he's not been backed. He should be FC Twente. I'm going to say it like this. He should be FC Twente. Now, I'm going to give it, Zayed, until Aston Villa game, Spurs game, Porto game, right? Those 3 games are the games that I'm going to make my decision. If I change my decision, you'll know. You can come in there and I will change my decision. Those are the 3 games that I think, do you know what? If we don't get maximum points out of those games, for me, at least probably 7 points. 7 minimum 7. We finished 8 because we had 60-odd injuries. We had mitigating circumstances, mate. At the end of the day, we finished 8 under Sir Alex Ferguson with the blah, blah, blah. If you want to come to the show, mate, and I'll give you a listen about the birds and the bees, we can do that, my friend Saeed. We can do that. At the end of the day, it's not good enough. I've already said it's not good enough. And if we don't get it improved this season, we know what's going to happen, Saeed. We know what's going to happen, brother. We know what's going to happen, don't we? The minds and the attitude of the players towards every game is regulated by the manager. I ain't blaming that crap players, but the coach. The coach doesn't have to know how to do subs. And who would you get in, Uchichi? Who would you like to see as the new manager? Good man, Saeed. You don't rate him because he's a clown. Absolutely. Ten Hag out, Uchichi. Okay, Uchichi, don't need to say it on this stream. We're better than that. We're Man United. We're classy. You said it once. We are 11th. I can read Uchichi, by the way. 11th ITL playing Aston Villa, Spurs. We're 11th playing. We have to win those games, Zayed. Zayed, my bro, we have to win those games. I'm saying it right now. We have to win those games. There are no excuses now. Nothing. Fat shaming, history shaming. No, bathroom. The real issue is the team is that we have a captain who cannot keep the ball, cannot lead or inspire the team, who plays every game, regardless of poor form. That is the real problem. Thank you so much, Elite Bowler. The best comment of the night, of the morning, should I say, my friend. Exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly the point I'm making, of course. Exactly the point I'm making. Big up, Sal. You hope you're okay, mate. I'm absolutely fine, my friend. Hope you're doing well. You're feeling a lot better today. Really good to see you, mate. Good to see you as usual, my friend. Smash a like, peeps. Everyone, smash a like. Absolutely, smash a like, peeps. Why does every time I always bring out the better players? He always has a reason to keep Bruno on the pitch. I agree, Johnson. This is one of the biggest issues that he has. If I'm being totally honest with you, it's one of the biggest issues he has at the football club. You know what, Johnson, if he carries on doing this, we know what's going to happen, don't we? We know if he doesn't correct it, we know he's going to die on his own sword, isn't he? You know what I mean? And if he carries on making those mistakes, we know what's going to happen. So at the end of the day, there's no point arguing about it, because if he doesn't improve what's going on, right, then we know what's going to happen, don't we? If we can't beat Twente, how the hell are we going to beat Spurs? He's going to play the system, different players play, our wingers high up, and fullbacks must also play high. Do you know what, David? He's put himself in a very, very precarious position. A very, very precarious position. Now he's left himself under a lot of pressure to do bits now. He's going to have to win the next 3, in my opinion now. I'm taking no more prisoners, guys. Seamus, how you doing? Seamus, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for so much for joining. Breaking Dawn, my friend. Time will tell indeed. Ten Hag has been given more than support with his coaches and ex-players in and out. I am not Ten Hag out, but I think he's going to be gone by Christmas. Funny feeling Tuchel will be next. Seamus, I'm the same as you, my friend. I said I'll give it till Christmas. You know what? It might be before Christmas. If we lose the next couple of games, it's going to be very precarious for Erik Ten Hag. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be difficult for me to change my mind or anything like that, because we're going to start having to win games, because this is getting ridiculous now. There are no excuses, as I said, and there's no point bringing in the past or arguing about it. We'll get a new manager. There's certain people was talking about how about United Stan, who we all call, have connections to Seg. He doesn't, mate. He doesn't. I know him, mate. I know him. At the end of the day, if you want to talk about Mark Goldbridge, talk about the way he gave your pals numbers. At the end of the day, they wouldn't have those numbers if it wasn't for him. I'm sucking up to him or anything like that, but I would say that is not true. As a guy who knows him for 7 years, my friend Zaid, that is not true. That's just propaganda, media rubbish that you listen to. Listen, Zaid, you can have an opinion, my friend. At the end of the day, Zaid, you're perfectly entitled to it. But please don't bring up speculation about people I know just because other people are jealous of him at the end of the day. Just because people are jealous of him at the end of the day. And that is what it is, Zaid. That's what it all boils down to, because their platform is not as big as his. At the end of the day, they're not as big as his. And that's where the anger and that's where the annoyance comes from. And the frustration comes from. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is. With me, I like to show love. I like to build bridges. I don't like to break bridges. At the end of the day, people break bridges with me. I don't break bridges with them. I like to build bridges. You know what? If we build bridges, infrastructure goes up. If we burn bridges, you know what happens, isn't it? We're a third world country. Big up. You're talking about 6 games in the season with no disrespect, Mr. Sal. It's not what we should be talking about. It's a disadvantage of winning initial matches. It is also very stupid, Chichi, to be calling a manager's head after 6 games as well. It is. We give it time. And you know what? If he goes and wins his next 3 games, then look, you know what I mean? It's good. It's good, isn't it? If he doesn't, then we know what happens to Chichi, doesn't we? It's not wise. I shouldn't say stupid. That's a bad word. Sorry, Chichi. Didn't know that, Zaid. Can you send me some proof? Absolutely. Send proof. He won't send proof. He had an interview with Rasmus Højlund at the end of the day. You know what? I know Dwight York, but it doesn't mean that I know the class of 92. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day. What's your lineup versus Spurs on Sunday? Mate, ciao. That's a tough one to say right now, but I'm going to say it like this. I will play the same, the back four of Dalot on the left. We have to. We ain't got no one else. We'll play Licha and De Ligt in defense with Mazrui as a right back. I would play Ugarte and Casemiro in that midfield, a double pivot. I would also play Garnacho on the left. I'll play Ahmad on the right. I'll play Mainu as a number 10. No, I'm not going to play Mainu as a number 10. I'm going to play Xerxes as a number 10. And I'm going to play Rasmus up front with Xerxes behind. That's what I'll do. Who's responsible how we play the system and position, how we play? Everyone. It's whether you implement it well as well. You can have a system, but if the players don't implement it well, you're only as good as the players that you have on the pitch. Could be. Absolutely. Almac, does Erik Ten Hag need to go out of the group stage, in your opinion? No, we need, Almac, we need this Europa League, because at the end of the day, the way it's not looking bright in regards to the league. If we don't come top 4, we got the Europa League to fall on. And that is very, very important. Very important. Absolutely. Because remember when Jose Mourinho was the manager? You remember when we came, I think it was 6th, wasn't it 5th or 6th? And then we had the Europa League to fall on, which was good, of course. Zaid, United interview Silva, Frank, Poch, and Tuchel think they are an upgrade. I don't know, Frank, Poch. I like, if I'm going to be honest, Saeed, I like Nagelsmann. I like Emery. I like Miguel, which is the Girona manager. I do like him. And of course, I like Zinedine Zidane. But that's not going to happen, is it? We big time missed João Neves. Oh, yeah, we missed the boat on that one, guys. Absolutely. But we have got Ugarte. Do you know what I mean? It was his first start of the season, so we have to give him the benefit of the doubt, guys, of course. Let us get Emery. Emery's a fantastic, very underrated Uchichi. Unacceptable performance. I thought we going to have a good season. Me too, Jonathan. At the moment, it's looking a bit bleak, but let's not forget it is still early to change it around. Whether that is with Ten Hag, whether that's with another manager, we still have time. What would you do, mate, Jonathan? What would you do? Sal, respect. Do you honestly think we can beat Spurs Villa? I think if we can get interim coach for those games, we'll win with Ten Hag. If I'm being totally honest with you, David, the way that we're playing right now, and I'm going to be totally heart of heart, and you know me, I'm one of the most positive guys there is in regards to Manchester United. I don't think we're going to win both games. I don't think we're going to beat Porto. I don't. Of course, we have to come in the top 8 in regards to the Europa League, and then the other 16, they go into a playoff, I think it is, and then you go into another round and stuff. So it's going to be complicated. We made it very complicated for ourselves. Should be winning your home games, of course, guys. I remember we went 40 years without losing a game at home to a European side. Do you remember those days? Mad. With Dalot's performance at left back, do you think he's getting benched? Do you know what? Malassia's back in training. Would like to see Malassia play, my friend. Absolutely. Absolutely bath time. Zizou, for me, it is Ten Hag. Put 11 players in the pitch. They have to perform good football and by scoring goals. They have to perform. And this is one thing people forget, isn't it? You know, but at the same time, it's like this, isn't it? It's like this. The manager has to... What I saw yesterday, Zizou, is that Ten Hag was just standing there. They were just standing there. He wasn't bossing. He wasn't shouting. He wasn't screaming. He wasn't emotional. He was just standing there. And I want to see some personality. I want to see someone, come on, get up the pitch. Get up the pitch. Do you know what I mean? Something like that. Sorry, mate, but how do you get a press access if you aren't doing things for the club? And it's very easy, mate. As a guy who was in media for 25 years, my friend, right? It's not, I wouldn't say it's easy, but you have to know the right people in regards to their agents. He's not part of any media group. I know that for a fact. Rasmus Højlund, Zaid, Rasmus Højlund, he had an interview with Rasmus Højlund. Rasmus Højlund is very active on Instagram. Very active, right? He's spoken to me. You know what I mean? And I could prove that if you want me to. And he's very active on Instagram. And so is Onana, and so is a couple other players. So Rasmus Højlund already knew about the United stand before he went on the United stand. He knew about it already, right? So he knew that United stand is the biggest fan channel in the world. So he wanted to go on it. Now, we have to understand that these younger players these days, they're not like the old days. They want to go on social media. They want to show their face. They want to become little many celebrities, don't they? So this is what happened. You know what I mean? It was nothing to do with that management group, nothing to do with that. I'm not on anyone's side. Zaid, look, at the end of the day, I get on with Mark. Yeah, I know it. I get on with him. At the end of the day, he's done nothing to me. And the thing is, speculation's a dangerous thing. If you don't know the facts, don't speculate, my friend. Don't speculate. Know the facts, say it as it is, and then we bring out that we show the facts. Don't lie. Look, I will always speak the facts. You know what I mean? I will always speak the facts. Bath Time said I was fat shaming. I'm speaking the facts at the end of the day. That's what I do. I don't sugarcoat things. I'm not bloody Willy Wonka. I don't sugarcoat things. I say it as it is, with love and jest, of course. Thank you so much, Said, though. So it's getting emotional, guys. It's getting emotional. To also then it's going to be a fight for 10th. I want to cheat you. I'll give it till the next 3 games. 3 games. I said 3 games, my friends. United can't simply beat Spurs. Sorry. We'll have to wait and see, Uchichi. I'll hold you to that. Uchichi, I know you're negative this morning, but you've got to be a little bit more constructive with what you're saying, my friend. We've known each other a long time. Come on, you're better than that. We need Palacios of Leverkusen. Good player, of course. Can't afford him. Big up JK, though. GK, thank you so much. He must win the next 3 games. Absolutely, Chow. I agree. I agree, my friend. He must win the next 3 games. Irfan, yeah, I know, my friend. Why did we lose? We didn't lose. We drew. For the press access, the club doesn't manage. If the league does, European games have a lower bar to get press credentials. Yeah. Definitely. I think people are doing too much on the Ugarte. We already knew his limitations on the ball, but he was good at defending, even though we have to give him a chance, Saeed. We have to give him a chance. It is his first start of the season. Let's not forget, my bro. It is his first start of the season. For now, Rude have to come as boss. We'll have to wait and see. 87 watching, so please smash a like, guys, and subscribe buttons. Thank you, Grayo, legend. Thank you, mate. For me, Mr. Sal, will it be better coach at United than Ten Hag? I just lose hope for him from last night. I know. We all feel the same with Chichi. I feel down. I feel angry. I feel frustrated. We all do, of course. I wish Rasmus was active in the box as he is on social media. He hasn't played much Bath time. He's only played a few minutes yesterday. He needs to get match fitness. This is why I would have started him yesterday, Bath time. This is exactly why I would have started him. Zaid, Ten Hag needs to do the basics. The shape of the ball is poor. This 3-1-6 build-up costing in the way Twente played through us for that goal. It shows it. I said it, Zaid, yesterday, and me and Elite Baller on the chat was saying it yesterday. He needed to play the double pivot with Casemiro and Ugarte. That's what I would have played, because then you give license to the attacking players to go forward. Of course, I would stick more to basics. I said we need to stick more to basics. Bloody go to a 4-4-2, for goodness sake. Something like that, you know what I mean? Ten Hag can coach a women's team, not United for me. Chichi, don't slander the manager. Don't slander the man. We're better than that, Chichi. Come on, my friend. We're better than that. We don't need to insult. Ten Hag should play Xerxes and Holland and bench Bruno. Absolutely, Johnson. If we wants to keep his job, Xerxes can do a better in that position than Bruno. Absolutely. Was very impressed with some of his touches the last few games, Xerxes. I do think he'll do a better job. Absolutely. Big up, Brian. If that's about Rasmus, Brian, listen, he hasn't played this season. So how can we judge Rasmus when he was top scorer last season? Doesn't make sense. For a kid, come on, Brian. We're Man United. We don't diss our kids, mate. The system Erik ten Hag is playing not good enough. I think we should, mate. 4-4-2 for me. I'm 4-4-2 all the way down, my friend. Absolutely. I said I enjoyed the combination of fat and history shaming. I enjoyed it tremendously. I know Bath time. I know you're a legend, mate. I know. Absolutely. History and fat shaming. Lots of cake. At the end of the day. Look, do you know what? You know the type. Loud as a motorbike, but wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. That's what I say. Jay-Z's famous words, of course, guys. You think we finish above Chelsea? I don't know, Zayed. Look, I'm not going to make any confident predictions right now, because at the moment it's a bad time to do that, isn't it? At the moment, it's not looking good, mate. It's not looking good. And as I said, Zayed, I am not Ten Hag sexual, as you said, or Ten Hag in. I'm a Manchester United in. And basically what I want is the win the next 3 games. If he loses the next game, if he doesn't win the next game, it's getting pretty precarious, my friend. It's getting pretty precarious. And it's getting, I'm on the edge yesterday, Zayed. I'm on the edge yesterday. I'm telling you. And I'm not one of those guys who say, manager out, Ten Hag out, ball fraud, you know what I mean, peanut head. I'm not one of those guys. Human being at the end of the day. Bath time, Rasmus, how Rasmus be active in the box when he doesn't even start games? Please let us know. Exactly. Don't diss Rasmus. Rasmus was good last season, one of our better strikers. He's a young player. We know better than that. We're Man United fans. Bath time, Brian, we're all better than that. We know more than that, guys. Come on, guys. I can bench. Thank you for the comment, though, Elite Baller. Brilliant, as usual. I can bench Bruno and Xerxes, then play Mainu, Ugarte, or Casemiro behind. I want to play Xerxes and Rasmus. That's what I want to see. Some of you blaming everyone but a player who plays every game regardless of form. It's hilarious, to be honest. Bruno is the one to blame. It's always a joke, Elite Baller, not a comprehensive analysis of Rasmus' final third play. We know Bath time, but you know what? Why don't bring him up? He hasn't had a chance, has he? Give him a chance first, Bath time, my friend. Give Rasmus a chance to play a few games, and then we see where he is. Interesting to how got 0 minutes yesterday. Ten Hag clearly given up on him. Something's happened behind the scenes. I think something has happened behind the scenes, in my opinion. Ooh, Chi-Chi. Sorry, Mr. Sal, I might be sounding a bit negative this morning because I'm angry. I'm too. Can't you tell? Sorry, bro. No hate towards you. Ten Hag is ruining my love for the beautiful club. Don't ruin your love for the beautiful club. We will be back, my friend. There's no hard feelings in regards to me. I don't take anything for offensive. Never. At the end of the day, I'm just calling it how I see it. You're calling it how you see it. And I perfectly respect you. And I'm frustrated as well. You saw me last night. My goodness me. I was fuming. Rasmus played well in the preseason, but injury, he's actually a good player. He is a very good player. Right, Uchichi. We need him. We need him, guys. We've only got him as up front, a proper striker. Come on, guys. Let's not get on the other backs. We are United. Let's stay that way. Our opinions should be just that. United is crap. I'm a diehard fan. I'm angry, but let's stick together. To the glory go, man. Absolutely, David. Love the comment. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. Said, I don't agree with toxic positivity or toxic negativity can be in the middle, which way Ten Hag has not improved the structure otherwise. Zaid, I like that comment. That's more like it. All this letter business, Ten Hag sexual business, what Mark Goldbridge does. That I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in comments like that, my friend. We cannot be overzealous. Being overzealous, which means being over positive, being a toxic positivity, is just as bad, if not worse, than negative positivity, negative energy, of course. So we have to have it a balanced. We have to have a balance, and we call it as it is. That is the main thing to do. Call it as it is. What I don't like is people who are overly positive. And they're only positive because they like likes and they like to get subscribers and it's working for them on their social media platforms. There's a number of people like that. Me, I can change my mind. I can change my mind. I can say that, no, this season it's not working out. Ten Hag, sayonara. But for me, in my humblest of opinions, I'm nobody at the end of the day. But in my humblest opinion, I would have given Ten Hag this chance to prove himself this first few games of the season. Right now, he's failing. He's failing. And now I was Ten Hag in. I'm Ten Hag in. Now I'm like this. You know what I mean? I'm on the edge. I'm not Ten Hag out. No. But I'm on the edge. If he loses or doesn't win the next couple of games, it might tip me over the edge. It might do. Even without Erik ten Hag on a touch on these players should be FC20 player better than these teams and players need to wake up. I agree, Brian. And that is exactly a great comment because that is exactly how I feel in regards to that. It's not just Erik ten Hag. It is the players on the pitch as well. They should be capable of defeating FC20 guys. Absolutely. They should be capable of beating FC20. There's no doubt about it. They're basically a part-time team, guys. Do you know what I mean? They don't play against any elite teams in their league. We should be beating them. They wouldn't even win the Scottish League, my friends. It's an atrocious result. It was an atrocious result, and we cannot hide from that. Johnson, Garnacho and Rasmus cannot play together. Instead of play Ahmed on the right wing because he is the most creative winger. Yeah, he is our most creative winger. Absolutely. Garnacho and Rasmus cannot play together. Instead play. I do want to say Xerxes. I do want to see Xerxes and Rasmus, though. What do you think, Johnson? I do want to see that. Big up, Jim. How you doing, my friend? Welcome back to the stream, you legend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you recovered from the game. Did you watch the game, my friend? Did you catch up with it? Greetings, my friend. Hope you're well. Good thing you missed it, to be honest. Never above Chelsea. If we start changing our star system, maybe because Chelsea got some ballers. So have we, but we just don't play, do we? But they spent $1 billion in the last year or so, haven't they? It's a disgrace. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sal, let's have a chat when you do a show this afternoon. Absolutely. I'll bring you on Elite Baller this afternoon. Let's have a chat. I'm live 2 p.m. UK time for Chatterbox, guys. Absolutely. It'd be great to have you on Elite Baller. Let's bring it on later on in the show and let's pick the bones out of it, guys. Let's pick the bones out of it. You think Ashworth and Co are having discussions behind the scenes? Zaid, they've always been having discussions. Absolutely. Let's not forget that they were looking for other managers during the summer. Let's not forget that. They were looking for other managers. So you know what? They're talking about fine margins here, Said. Right? We got off to a wrong foot, Said, by the way. So welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you, mate. At the end of the day, they were looking for other managers during the summer. So they will still be looking for other managers now. They're ruthless. They're ruthless. They're not going to take it. 1-1, it was too late. Yeah, I know. It was horrible. I'm very angry about the result. Me too. A lot of anger in these streams this morning. Not the best stream in the world today, guys. But don't worry. It will get better. I'm back later on for Chatterbox, of course. My local team also lost the derby last night. I was fuming because it was the semi-finals of the domestic cup. Sorry to hear that, Chow. I know it was a bad night for you, my friend. I know it was a bad night for you. I hope it gets better for you, my friend. And thank you for joining me every single day, my mate. You've been here since day one, and I appreciate you, Chow. Thanks so much. We may not agree on everything, but that is what football's all about. You know what I mean? It's all about disagreements. It's all about agreements. As long as we don't get personal, of course. He's never been dropping Bruno. Realistically, we cannot create without him. And Ericsson, our fullbacks, is poor, considering Dalot and Mazraoui are top. Yeah, they are. They are. Look, Said, look, you know what? I know that you doubt the manager. I know you're the manager out. I know that, mate. And, you don't have to tell me. I can read between the lines. But at the end of the day, look, our team is better than it's performing. Our team is better, much better than it's performing at the moment. And we have to do a lot better than we are doing right now, in my opinion. My humble opinion, of course. We have to do a lot better, guys. I'm sorry, but we do. And the next game is the most important game for me. Spurs. If we don't beat Spurs, for me, I think we have to start calling it. I don't know. I'm not Ten Hag, but if we don't beat Spurs, I'm going to start getting on the edge. I'm going to start getting on the edge because you know what? I'm Manchester United through and through. I'm not any manager through and through. I'm not any player through and through. I'm Manchester United through and through. Spurs and Porto. And then we'll see. I'm not Ten Hag, but oh boy, he's so close to it. I know, Jim. I'm feeling the same as you, on the same boat as you, my friend. He's rocking that boat. We're about to fall off that boat in a minute. Big up. We can't beat part-timers, I know. Basically, they are part-timers, I know. Basically. I'd happily keep Ten Hag if it's just sort out the basics out there, not a million miles off that. What's annoying. Absolutely, Zaid. I agree. I agree with that. Absolutely, I agree. But if he does that, it's another story, isn't it? If he does that, it's another story. He needs to do it, in my opinion, guys. He does need to do it, and he does need to fix it. Absolutely. So Bruno's not creating anything, though. He reflects bad on the manager that he keeps playing in. Do you know what, elite baller? Do you remember Sir Alex Ferguson when he used to substitute Cristiano Ronaldo, when he used to substitute Rooney, Rio Ferdinand, players of that ilk, Roy Keane, of course, David Beckham, he used to substitute Paul Scholes. He wasn't scared to substitute big players, you know, and that's how, if you want to be a winner, you got to do it. You know what I mean? Hello, James. Happy Thursday. Big up, everyone. Guys, it's not the best show, obviously. It's been a lot of negativity, guys, of course. Ten Hag needs results in the next 3 games, at least 2 wins out from 3. I agree that he can't lose another one, Johnson, though. The other one has to be a draw. He cannot lose another one. Absolutely not. But in reality, he has to win all of them. Yeah, he ain't mean him shooting for the free kick sums him up at the moment. He's not been good for ages, Zaid. And I'm a big fan of Bruno, but he's not been good for ages, my friend. He's not been good for ages, if I'm being totally honest with you. But, guys, that's me for today. I'm back for Chatterbox later. Don't forget to we'll carry on this conversation later, guys. If you want to join the video stream, you're more than welcome, guys. Absolutely. His free kicks are awful. Our corners are awful. And we need to improve our set pieces. We won a treble on set pieces, of course. We need to improve our set pieces, guys. Absolutely. Antonio Sabin is the biggest weakness, and some of the players will get him sacked eventually. I agree. If it's some of the players, then what do we do? Will they do it to the next manager? Keep smashing the likes, people. Keep subscribing. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. You're absolute legends. Much love for you. Big respect. No hard feelings. We're just talking about football. We are passionate at the end of the day. That's what it's all about. Thank you for joining this Breaking Dawn this morning. Absolute legends. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to smash a like on the video, guys. I really, really appreciate it if you guys can do that for me. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining me. I shall see you later on for Chatterbox. Take it easy, guys. Have a great afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you are in the world. Much love to you guys. Take it easy. Peace.